Hello to my geometry students. So today we're going to get a little bit more in depth into how you determine two triangles are similar. So again, if you have similar objects, it's based on a dilation. A dilation occurred so that you have congruent angles, you have sides that are proportional, corresponding sides are parallel as well. So we're going to specifically talk about ways today we're going to talk about ways that you can prove two triangles are similar. So if you think back to when we talked about congruent triangles, when you had congruent triangles, we had 5 methods to prove them congruent. There was side, 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 angle, side, angle, side, angle, angle, side, and hypotenuse, leg. For similar triangles, we're actually only going to have 3, and we're going to fill these out in our notebook. So if you're gonna be adding things to your notebook along with me here, I've got 4 envelopes. So the last thing we added to our notebook the other day was dealing with scale factor and finding missing sides of a dilation. And again, so I'm gonna do on the next 2 pages, I'm gonna have 2 on the left and 2 on the right. I'm gonna tape down 4 envelopes and have it so that you have pockets. So we can put these cards into our pockets. So let's take a look at this particular page first. This is going to go over our 3 methods. So in the first one, if I go through the words first, if 2 angles of one triangle are congruent to 2 angles of another triangle, then the triangles are, remember that tilde means similar. So if I have 2 angles, if I'm going to abbreviate, this is going to be angle, angle, similarity, AA, similarity. That's the tilde there. And what it looks like in this picture, notice that we have angle A and angle D that each have 1 arc mark to show that they are congruent. And then we have angle C and angle F that each have 2 arc marks to show that they're congruent. So there's my 2 pairs of angles. Angle, and then we have an angle. So these 2 triangles are similar, like I said, by angle, angle. And then my similarity statement, we're going to write the order of the 2 triangles. So one triangle would be like triangle ABC. The other triangle would be triangle DEF. And again, my method is angle, angle, similarity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off these 2 cards here and cut them, split them into 2 pieces. And one of my envelopes is going to say angle, angle, similarity. And I'm going to put these 2 cards in there. On the front, maybe I'll draw a picture of what it looks like. So again, as a quick reference, if here's one triangle and here's another, they are similar by angle, angle, similarity because, oh, sorry about that, because I have 2 pairs of angles congruent. Nothing else, just 2 angles. So that's angle, angle, similarity. Okay, so next, let's take a look at our next cards. So this one says, if 2 sides of one triangle are in the same ratio of the 2 corresponding sides of another triangle, and the included corresponding angles are congruent, then the triangles are similar. So if I have 2 sides and the included angle, in terms of abbreviations, this is going to be SAS, similarity. Side, angle, side, similarity. So notice in the picture, I've got a pair of angles congruent. Angle A and angle D are congruent. Okay. AC and DF are in a 5:10 ratio, which remember would reduce to 1/2. And then the other pair of sides that we know is the 4 and the 8. So if we think about it, is 4 over 8 the same thing as 5/10? The answer is yes, because they both reduce to 1/2. So we've got 2 pairs of sides that are in proportion. They have the same ratio. And notice it's the angle formed by the 2 sides that we know. So hence we have a side, angle, side, side, angle, side. They're not congruent though because 5 and 10 are not the same length. Same thing with 4 and 8, but they have the same ratio. So in this particular problem, we could say triangle ABC. Again, that means similar, that tilde. So triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. And again, my method is side angle side similarity. So I'm going to cut these two cards off of the group here. And then I'm going to split these two up into the picture and the words. And I'm going to stick this into a different envelope. So let's make this one down here. SAS similarity. So again, if I would draw a picture, what it would look like is you'd have these angles congruent. Maybe this side is, let's go with 3, and this one is 6. And then this one is 5, and this one's 10. Notice that they are those sides are in proportion. 3 to 6 is the same as 5 to 10, and you have a pair of angles congruent. So again, we're going to put this in that envelope because that's the side angle side one. Okay, so next we have one more option. And this one goes, if 3 sides of one triangle are in the same ratio of 3 corresponding sides of another triangle, then the triangles are similar. So this one has nothing to do with angles. It's all about the sides. So that's what we're going to call this one SSS, for side, side, side similarity. And the way we can check is if we focus on, what do we know in this picture? Well, if we pick, and you want to pick the shortest ones, put them together, the longest ones together, and the middle ones. So 3 goes with 6. So if we think about it, 3 over 6 is a half, right? 4 is the middle one, 8's the middle one. If you think about it, 4 over 8 is again a 1/2. And then the longest side of each one, 5 and 10, 5 over 10 is again 1/2. So all 3 of these ratios are equivalent. So again, that means my 2 triangles, triangle ABC is going to be similar to triangle DEF by, again, side angle side. Or I'm sorry, side, side, side. So we're going to cut this one into 2 pieces here. We're going to put it, again, in my envelope. And this one, like I said, is going to be SSS, side, side, side. So again, if we were to draw a picture to represent it, so I got 2 triangles here. So we can even draw the one we had in there. So we could have like one side of 6, one side of 3, one side of 8, one side of 4, and then 10 and 5. Notice 6 over 3 is 2, 8 over 4 is 2, 10 over 5 is 2. So you know that all 3 pairs of sides have the same ratio. So the triangles are similar by, again, side, side, side. Now my 4th envelope, there's only 3 methods. So the 4th one is going to be ones that are not similar. Okay, so maybe the sides don't have the same ratio, or maybe you only have 1 pair of angles congruent, not 2 pairs, things like that. So what you're going to do next, so I've got 3 options that work, 1 that does not. So you have this other page. So what you are going to do next is you are going to cut them all apart. And you are going to put them in the correct envelope. This is not your worksheet for today. This is just an activity to get you to practice. Okay, so let's do one together. And then I'm going to stop this video because I want you to try to do the others on your own. And then I will make a second video so that you can double check to see how you did. Okay, so let's move them around here. Okay, and then let's randomly pick one. So I'm gonna just grab this one. I don't know. Okay, so I'm looking at the one that has the 4 on it. Okay, so let me get these out of here so I don't get them mixed up in my envelope. So I'm going to do this one here. We'll do this one together, and then I'm going to let you try them on your own here. So in this picture, we have arrows marked in the picture here. And again, we've got two triangles. So you got to think, okay, what can I add to the picture when I have arrows? So if you stop and think, okay, when I have arrows, that means I have parallel lines. And when I have parallel lines, I'm looking for a Z or an F. So if on my picture, I see a Z going this way in yellow. Z again means your alternate interior angles. So this angle at F is going to be congruent to this angle at E. And then I also, hopefully you noticed as well, have a Z going the other way. Okay, so that means that I have this angle here at U congruent to this angle here at R. So again, notice I've got two angles, angle, 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 angle. So this is one that's angle, angle, similarity. And on the bottom, I'm going to see the triangle. So I'm going to put something like triangle. There's no H in the problem. Let's try this again. So triangle FUT. Notice I'm not putting congruent. That's the similar symbol. So FUT is going to be similar to triangle ERT. And again, my method is going to be angle, angle. So I'm going to put this one in my angle, angle envelope here. And then I'm going to go through the other 11. So I'm going to stop the video now. I want you to try to sort the other 11 on your own. And then when you're done, watch the next video to see how accurate you were.